Hey guys, so this is my journey of surfing. I started surfing 2019 in Rockaway, New York. Surprisingly, this was 1 month into surfing, and I would say I picked it up fairly quickly. I did have a background in skating, so I ended up buying a plane ticket 6 months in advance to Bali. But here's the catch. It was literally during the time of peak COVID, like March. So the minute I got to the island, they locked the island down and they wouldn't let anyone come in. So I got to surf Bali with nobody out. And man, that was insane. At this point, I was getting some of the best waves, some of the longest waves of my life. Keep in mind, I was probably 5 months into surfing and just completely hooked. And just being somewhere where you don't really know what the future is going to be with COVID, and it was kind of scary, but being able to get my mental together and surf these waves every day was, I think it shaped me for the surfer I am today. Being out there during COVID was definitely insane because I met an Australian guy that was like, hey, you're experiencing Bali on how it felt in the 70s. And I didn't even really understand that at the time because I was such a new surfer. But as you can see, the froth was there and my skateboarding skills were starting to translate into how I was surfing. Then, all good stories must come to an end. So I came back to Rockaway. But the good thing is I came back with confidence. And to a lot of my friends in the lineup, I came back a new surfer. And that gave me the confidence just to keep going and not quit, because when you start something and see progression so quickly, you have to put the pedal to the metal. You got to continue doing it, and I really did that. Like I said, skating was my first love and will always be my first love, but there's not a lot of longevity with skateboarding due to all the injuries that happen, as you skate. So yeah, I just kept grinding in New York. Look, this is the first official cutback I feel like I ever did. I was so excited that I got that. And I really started to learn how to pump down the line in the pocket. And these are all the things to, get good turns in. Lots of speed, hitting the high line, turning your head, doing that little cutback, and just, yeah. I was really getting more comfortable in the water. They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And I believe it's the same thing. If you can surf in New York, you can surf anywhere. It's pretty short rides, kind of steep, but the conditions are always changing, as you can see. And mind you, this was only 1 year, maybe 6-7 months into surfing, something around that time, 2019, 2020. Something like that. I started traveling around a bunch as well. So this was in California. I did a road trip from Los Angeles to Big Sur, and we surfed all these crazy waves along the way. Then I did a road trip in Mexico, in Baja California, and we drove 13 hours down the coast and surfed all these crazy waves. To me, this was a real surf trip because we were camping out of the truck. There were no hotels. We were using bathrooms outside, digging holes. I was surfing crazy breaks with rock slabs and stuff. I've never surfed stuff like that. Traveling has always helped my surfing so much. You have to be willing to push yourself, even if that means getting off on waves that are breaking on literal rocks sticking out. I was so scared for this session. All I was thinking was go alongside that wave and don't go straight. But after every big surf trip like that comes confidence, and Rockaway is just a chill, fun wave. It can be crazy at times, but for the most part, it's just a fun wave. And as you can see, I was just, setting up my line, doing a little cheater 5 right here. Cheater 5 is where you put your foot at the end of the nose. And yeah, we were just collecting the style points. Bring, 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 bring. Yeah, I was stoked on that one. So here is when I went to Waco for the first time, and believe it or not, Waco was the first time I actually got a real barrel. Shout out to Fat Tire for putting that trip together. It's crazy to think only a year and a half into surfing, I had beer companies inviting me to come to wave pools and surf them. And I believe it's just, having the stoke in the water and pure vibes for surfing. This is the trip that inspired me to start vlogging and just filming my day-to-day lives, because I saw people like Koa Smith and Blair Culkin making an honest living by just surfing and having a good time, and that sounded like a great job to me. Not long after that, we bought a ticket for 6 months to go surfing in Panama every day. Here's some of the friends we met along the way, and we had the real local experience, just hanging out and surfing every day. When I mean we surfed every day for 6 months, I really feel like we only took about a week off. Like, the whole time we were there, we surfed the water every day, clear water, perfect waves. And this was the trip that really took my surfing to the next level. Going somewhere 6 months was a different level of dedication, but this trip really changed my life. It's crazy to think that Discovery Channel reached out to my friend Paul and I to make videos for them. So for a while, we were making videos for them, getting paid while we were out there. We went out there with how much? I think like $8,000 each, and we made it last for 6 months in Panama, and we made even more money because we were making videos for Discovery Channel, and they were paying us $3,000 a video. A lot of people thought it was a bad idea that we just left our lives to go surfing for 6 months, but it opened up so many gateways and just opened up a lifetime of surfing and friends. And I haven't been back to Panama since, but I really wish to go back soon. Shout out to all the homies in Bocas del Toro that really made us feel at home, because when you live there for 6 months, people really kind of accept you into the community, versus if you travel somewhere for like 2 weeks at a time, you're only going to get to know people so much. But 6 months, I got to meet some really cool people and surf amazing waves every day. This was like what it was like every day almost. After this trip, we really started to connect with more black surfers in the communities of the East and West Coast. This is when we surfed Manhattan Beach, actually on my birthday. This was one of the best birthday sessions ever. I got some film, some surfing, and I got to surf with all of my brothers. The crazy thing is, when you go out in California, man, you're not going to see 6, 7 black dudes ripping it up Manhattan Pier usually, so this was a special time. The crazy thing is, I reached out to my friend now, Brick, and I didn't even know him. I reached out to him on Instagram. I saw that he was a surfer in Cali, and I said, hey, if my friend Paul and I come over, can you show me some waves? And he was like, yeah, man, come through. So this day was super legendary. Shout out to Brick. Shout out to all the homies in this video. Legendary day. I knew one day I would have to get back to Bali, so I ended up living there for 3 months with my girlfriend, my friend Paul, and a few other friends. We had a great time surfing every day, and I'll say it again, this is another trip that took my surfing to the next level. When you go live somewhere with the intention of getting better at surfing and only surfing, eating good food, and just having that mentality, you will become a better surfer. I mean, look at these turns and stuff compared to the first time I was going to Indonesia. You can go back to the beginning of the video, and this was probably only a few years later. So originally I feel like I made a mistake by staying in Bali for as long as I did, because there are some beautiful waves outside of Bali. You just got to go explore some islands, and we found some amazing waves. These are the waves that every surfer dreams of, and like, these are the waves you see on YouTube, or you know what I'm talking about, because when you live in New York, we have brown water, and this was just like blue, perfect mechanical waves to practice my maneuvers. All these surf trips have really molded me for who I am today, just mentally, my drive, and just always wanting to be in the water. And I've learned just by following my passion, doors will open up. And I've met so many awesome people all over the world at all these different surf locations. So I really feel like I'll never stop doing this, because it's provided so much for me. I mean, look at this. I was dialed into the surfing, and to me, only surfing maybe like 2-3 years, this was it. I was very proud of myself. I met pros like Corey Lopez while I was out here, and he was giving me tips. Moments like this is why I love surfing, because you can meet an all-time legend in the water and they will be chill. It's not many sports where you can be doing your favorite sport with them. Just like, you're never going to be playing basketball with LeBron James, but you can run into Kelly Slater or Corey Lopez in the water, and they can be really cool, down-to-earth people. So shout out to Corey Lopez. I know the big question is, Quest, how do you afford to do this? Like, what do you do? This makes no sense. Honestly, I love saving, and like I say to people, if you save $20 a day for a whole year, 365 times 20 is $7,300. $7,300, you can find a place to rent for $100 to $200 a month. You can live off of $5 to $10 meals. And the main important thing is to be willing to sublease your apartment so that you minimize all your bills in America. I find sometimes it's cheaper to leave America during the slow months when it's super cold. I feel like those are the best months to travel because it gets so cold in New York. Also, what's super helpful is finding a friend that has the same passion as you and going on surf trips with them, especially if you guys are splitting a room or whatnot, because a lot of the times you don't even spend a lot of time in the hotel because we're spending at least 4 to 6 hours a day in the ocean. You want to buy your tickets 6 to 7 months before, and the reason why I love buying my tickets that much further is I have motivation and I have direction with my money. Obviously, I'm putting money into savings as well, but it's important to have purpose with your money. So I've chosen to put money into surf trips because I honestly feel like it comes back in ways. I've gotten photo shoots, I've gotten signed as a model, I've gotten to work for a Discovery Channel, I've made a short movie. When you live a life like this, it inspires many people, and that's why I love to live the way that I do, because seeing how I inspire people by just doing what I love, traveling, surfing the world, and experiencing culture, this is really what it's all about. So if you're sitting at home watching this, save that money, buy that ticket 6 months ahead, and take that risk. Even if it's not surfing, take that risk. Do something for yourself, because you only get one life on this earth, and I'll be damned if I'm just going to be on the program of what they want me to be on, if you know what I mean. If you've been watching this long, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. I'm pretty much just putting this story together just to, give motivation to people and tell people my story, because, I'm a vlogger now, and you guys are probably wondering who I am as a person and, how I got to where I'm at today. Through traveling to all these places, I've been blessed to be able to buy land in Nicaragua, in San Juan del Sur, and in Lakey Peak, Indonesia. I've yet to build anything yet, but I'm just putting some ideas together and once again saving money so we can get that done, because I love traveling for months at a time, but I was seeing all these people that owned land and looked so happy, and it was almost like I was paying for their dream. So instead of paying for their dream, I purchased 2 plots of my own to create my own dreams close to great waves and just have something within my family. I think it's super important, if you're going to buy land places, you have to learn to work with the locals, see how you can help, and see how you can, be a helping hand to that community instead of somebody that takes away resources and makes the lives harder for the locals. So I really do feel like that's important, and that is the mentality and motto that I will be going by as I do this stuff. After every amazing surf trip, I always have to come back to New York, where I have to wear a 5'4" wetsuit and surf in 40-degree water, Fahrenheit, and probably where the air temperature is 30 to 35 degrees. But you can't let that stop the stoke. Plus, I can't let all the skills I learned in all these tropical places go away just because I don't want to surf in New York. But every winter, I always find myself back somewhere warm. And of course, I went back to Lakey Peak. This was, I believe, a year and a half ago to 2 years ago. from today, and yeah, I felt at my top because I already understood this wave, and I loved that Mikey February board. It's a 510. I highly recommend the. So this was the trip where I bought land in Sumbawa with my friend Brick, and yeah, we're still going through that process now, but we could not pass up the offer. The land over there was so beautiful, right by a wave like this or even this wave. And sometimes you gotta be with your friend and you gotta say, fuck it, let's buy a plot of land and see what happens. So yeah, this trip was super memorable because it was my second time there. I got to bring my friend Brick and just surf one of my favorite waves in the world. I mean, how could you not like a wave like that? This is very much the beginning of the journey. Buying these 2 plots of land, now I have to build 2 houses, and that's not going to be easy, but subscribe and follow the journey, man. I'm actually going back to Indonesia for 2 months on February 1st, so we'll be back here vlogging daily vlogs almost every day or every week, I'm not sure yet, and just surfing dreamy waves with mountainous ranges. I mean, there's like nobody out. Doesn't get much better than that, man. And let's not forget, I started surfing in 2019. May of 2019 is when I first stepped on the surfboard. So don't you ever doubt yourself. Keep going, keep showing up, keep trying. You know how many times the ocean's rejected me, slammed me on the reef, etc., man. It's not easy. It's not given to you easy. So just focus as hard as you can, surf every day, go on long trips if you can, get like-minded friends, and this is all my advice. Just grab little bits and pieces of what you like what I'm saying and apply it to your life. Because whether it's me surfing in the snow or on a tropical island, you gotta find the fun and the best of both worlds, because that is my reality. I surf in 30-degree weather and I surf in warm water. Either way, it's all for the love of surfing and the dedication I'm willing to put into this. I hope I didn't talk your ear off, and thanks for listening. If you got this far, please hit the subscribe button. I'll be dropping more motivational content like this and just more content of me surfing and traveling. Peace.